Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube video. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone who clicked on my video and having a general interest in looking at what I have on my Animal Crossing island. I've seen so many different islands and they're absolutely beautiful compared to what I have. But basically, my island revolves around a whole bunch of movies and TV shows that I like or has furniture that reminded me of movies and TV shows. Hopefully you guys enjoy. I just want to give you guys a quick disclaimer that I am going to be putting a whole bunch of movie and TV scenes throughout my video, and I just didn't want to spoil anything for anyone. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy. I just want to start off by saying that you guys are free to visit my island anytime. I did provide my dream address in the previous scene. Hopefully you guys are able to visit it before you decide to look at the answers in my YouTube video. I also give major props to people who record and do voiceovers because I did have a really hard time doing this. Especially when I had like balloons, like 5 billion balloons appear out of nowhere, and out of all the days in the world, I also had shooting stars too. But anyway, it was fun, and I guess this is just kind of like a whole learning process. We should totally get started on a tour. I apologize in advance. I know you see all of the songs and the DIYs on the floor. I like to keep them just so I could just give it away to some of my friends. And I also really love Eugene. I don't know if you've ever seen him without his sunglasses, but he looks absolutely adorable and I just love him so much. And the first set I have is the one and only Lilo and Stitch. I'm not too sure if you see the little hula dancing doll plus Stitch in between the rocket ship and the surfboard, but I think this one's pretty straightforward. And moving on down, we have SpongeBob and Patrick, which is one of the first custom designs I downloaded when I got Animal Crossing. Continuing with our little island scene is Tom Hanks' Castaway. I wish we could actually custom design the volleyball, that way we could put in Wilson's face. This little area is basically what I call the Philippines. It's not a reference to any movie or TV show, but you can see the karaoke machine and just the electric pan and balikbayan box along with my Jollibee. Coco lives in this house. I believe she's Filipino because like her house looks like a hut. This little area is in reference to a lot of dark Asian films. It's one of my favorite genres. This would probably remind you of Battle Royale. Or other movies like Lesson of the Evil and Netflix's show Girl from Nowhere. Moving on up to this area, I did my best to try to make this area look like Back to the Future. I might change things up a bit because there are these new items in the update. However, I did put a skateboard just in reference to McFly running away from Biff. And in this little corner right over here is in reference to one of Universal Studios' most popular and iconic movies, which is E.T. You can't forget the little detail on the red sweatshirt, so I also included that as well. This little tropical area is Robin Williams' Jumanji. I'm not too sure if you could see the little game or board game that I put on the right side on top of the barrel, but I feel like this area requires a little bit more observation to figure out what movie it is. I'm not gonna lie, this little area, I just saw gnomes and thought Romeo and Juliet, so it's really nothing special, but I might change it up. Maybe I might turn it into Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs at some point. Right below, quote unquote, Romeo and Juliet, I put Edward Scissorhands. I kind of put him in someone's yard in reference to one of the popular scenes in the movie. As you can see, I put a wig and the barbershop pole to kind of portray that little scene. On the right side, this is kind of a set for Space Jam. That's why you see the rocket ship and the cartoonist set with the custom design of Looney Tunes. You could barely see it though. And then a red jersey just to indicate Michael Jordan being in the Chicago Bulls at the time. Sorry, I'm like totally cleaning up while I'm taking you guys on a tour, but you can see a doghouse, you see balloons. This is actually for the movie Up. And right behind the house, I actually put a zoo, which kind of shows that Carl was the balloon salesman and Ellie was a zookeeper. I feel like everyone in the Animal Crossing community had some sort of Zen garden, and each and every one was decorated differently. I kind of use that to my advantage. Hidden between all of these little bamboos, you would see some movie references, and this one is actually, obviously, Mulan. And if you go over to the right side, I mean, if I could get through the right side. Looks like I had some sort of difficulty there when I was recording this. And it looks like I'm scooping up this fossil, but right below the fossil, you would see the dragon suit. And I feel like most people would think that this is a reference to Kill Bill with the suit and the katana, but actually it is for Game of Death. It's a reference to Bruce Lee. Moving on up, you see a turtle, you see a pizza, you see police sirens. It's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Please, please, a moment to reflect.
I totally had to put in the scene from the 90s Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles because it was one of my favorite movies. I call this little area Little New York just because I also put Godzilla. And I just thought this was really, really fun to do, having the helicopter and Godzilla just kind of performing at the same time. In this little left corner, I did kind of like a mashup of a whole bunch of Disney princesses. So you'll see the pumpkin, which indicates Cinderella. You'll see the apple and the cauldron, which indicates Snow White. And then you also see the bed and the spinning wheel that indicates Sleeping Beauty. In this little area right here, I just kind of put a fish market just because I thought it looked cute to put near my Zen garden area. It just kind of reminded me of Japan when my husband and I went to go visit. This is where my island just gets a little bit darker just because I'm like a huge fanatic of horror movies. I put a little doghouse next to the cemetery just to kind of show the movie Pet Sematary. And then if you move over to the left side, you would see a doll house and a doll with blood. So the doll is just to indicate Annabelle, and then the doll house is actually a sign for Sinister. I don't know if you guys have ever watched the series or them in order, but I guess it's La Llorona, Annabelle, and Sinister all connected into one series. On the right side is my chaos area. I tried to make it look like it's a zombie apocalypse. I have Steven Yeun, which is Glenn from The Walking Dead. I have Ghostface from Scream on the left side, and then Michael Myers on the right for Halloween. That's why you see the stack of pumpkins. I put the little tractor there. It just looks like a complete mess. I also did put a little trap over here, so when I take people on a tour, it just makes it seem like they just got abducted. by zombies. Abducted? Is abducted the word? Maybe not. Taken by zombies. Maybe that sounds better. The chaos continues up here. You see a well, TV, and a ladder, which is for the ring. If you move on over to the... Where am I going? Left side? Okay, left side is not a horror movie. But it's for Robin Hood. That's why you see the little clothing there and the coin. It just kind of shows that Robin Hood takes from the rich to give to the poor. And on the right side, it's one of my favorite A24 entertainment movies. And this is for the one and only Midsummer. That's why you see the little bear on the right side being sacrificed. Moving back down, you see the yellow brick road, which is for the movie The Wizard of Oz. You also do see an emote of my dog. He's actually a Kern Terrier, and in the movie, the dog is a Kern Terrier as well. Walking through the yellow brick road, you see a Gundam-looking figurine. This is obviously Transformers. You see the red car there. Nothing special, really. Let's just go behind this little area, and then let me just show you my Alice in Wonderland. I did put the elephant, too, because he kind of reminded me of Dumbo. And since Dumbo was in a carnival, it kind of made sense for me to put him there. Also, the Dumbo furniture was huge. I had no idea where else to put him. Right below Alice in Wonderland, I tried to do Indiana Jones, but some people have guessed The Mummy. I'll take either or. Both worked for me, because they both look the same anyway. The farm area is a new addition to my island since the new update with the vegetables and recipes. I just thought, hey, let's put UFO for signs. Right behind my head, you could actually see a movie poster for the movie, Signs, but I don't think I even walked towards it. I'm hovering over chocolates, and you see shoes and a bench. I'm pretty sure you all know.
Hello.
It's for the movie Forrest Gump.
My name's Forrest Gump. Do you want a chocolate? I could eat about 1.5 million of these. My mom always said life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Hopping off from the bench and going up north. I'm pretty sure you guys already knew this was gonna happen. You see 9 3/4. You see the white owl in robes. It's Harry Potter. Oh my gosh, I just realized that my character has just been in the Midsummer clothes the entire time, so let me just quickly change out of it. Alright, let me just walk back down and let me show you my cafe / library area. On this right side, you'll see a little teapot with books and a candle and the rose, and it's Beauty and the Beast. I don't know where else I was going with that. But, I mean, you see the little red rose and the prince comes out of it too. I think it was pretty funny to just kind of incorporate all those things in one at the library. And, of course, you see the fountain and the couch right in front of it. One of my favorite TV shows of all time, Friends. My island theme song is actually the Friends theme song as well, just because it's one of my favorite TV shows. As we move up these stairs, I have my stargazing area, and I decided to put Wally and Eva here. You could see Wally having like trash and Eva having just junk food in front of her. It's kind of relatable to the movie if you've ever watched it. I actually have no idea what I'm doing with this area. Maybe in the future I might turn it into something, but right now it's just kind of like my little mystic looking corner. Just like Harry Potter, I'm pretty sure you guys knew that I was going to put a Jurassic Park set just because of all the fossils that we get. It took me a while to find a T-Rex fossil though. When we move up, this is what I call my Studio Ghibli corner. If you just kind of move your camera a little bit, oh, excuse me, let me just move this off to the side a little bit. But you see No Face for Spirited Away, and if you move your camera the other way and you see that little ramen on the table, you see Ponyo as well. If you move off to the right, you see little doggy footprints. This is for Lady and the Tramp. You can see the pasta. I only have one dog though. I need to get another one, but I don't have a different color. And right here, this gyroid is... Do people say gyroid or is it gyroid? But he kind of reminded me of Gordon Ramsay a little bit.
I'm not in the best of moods, huh? Prizes, the fucking bass is fucking raw!
Speaking of Gordon Ramsay, this is my MasterChef area. I love MasterChef. I've caught each and every season. I've watched MasterChef Australia, Canada, you name it. This is for Men in Black. You can see the gyroid. He kind of looks like an alien. Same with the praying mantis. And the little pink gyroid kind of reminds me of the Demogorgon a little bit. I actually put an Anthony Bourdain memorial on my island because he's one of my favorite chefs. And I'm just such a huge foodie. I also put a reference to the movie Chef. That's why you see the food truck. And it's right next to an actual chef's kitchen because the overall movie kind of just does a comparison between the two. This is my more lovey-dovey part of the island. You see 500 Days of Summer. That's why you see this bench and the headphones. It's just kind of like a scene that you see in 500 Days of Summer towards the end of the movie. You also see Ghost World. And if you move over to the left side, I put a diner too because a part of the movie was involved in a diner. And actually, both 500 Days of Summer and Ghost World involved music records. The series of cars and a little racetrack is an indication for the Disney movie Cars. Which I think is pretty obvious, right? Another one of the obvious movies that you can find on my island. But if you move up over north, this corner is a movie theater, and it is for the movie Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko is one of my favorite movies, and I don't know if you guys have noticed yet, but my username, Nettie Dorko, is a play around of the title Donnie Darko, with Nettie being my nickname and Dorko being, well, I'm just a complete dork. But another reference that I did put was that I put a little bunny-shaped lake on the left corner of my map just to indicate the little, or kind of just to show the bunny from the movie. Just a reminder that you guys are free to visit my island anytime. The dream address was provided on that map there. But I'll be continually making changes. Hopefully it'll be enough to create a whole new video too. It's so funny, but I always look at this raccoon, and for some odd reason, it just kind of reminds me of Totoro. That's the only reason why I kind of put him next to the little bus stop and the trees, because it just kind of reminds me of that scene in the movie. Moving back over on this side, I forgot to mention my little tiki bar, and if you just move back on up, you see the little picnic area and the ukulele. This is for the movie 50 First Dates. It's actually just the front cover of 50 First Dates. I wish I could do more to it, but I just thought it'd be cute to kind of put it together with my love corner. I apologize. Let me just change clothes again. I've been a master chef throughout the entire tour. But this little area here is for one of my favorite LGBTQIA+ movies, which is Portrait of a Lady on Fire. As we move back up, we're back to yet another thriller. And this is for the movie Jaws. I got super excited when I saw this pop-up book. I literally laughed out loud because it just related to my set so much. The next movie requires a lot of observation. It's one of my favorite movies of all time, which is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind. You could see the cape that represents Joel, and then an orange dress for Clementine. And I put an hourglass just because throughout the entire movie they were battling time and the dream bed too, just because they were deleting memories in their dreams. Moving on over to the left corner, this was a reference to the movie The Martian. A lot of people think Interstellar, but I was going more towards The Martian. I also just realized that I was supposed to put potatoes and not tomatoes. I don't know what I was thinking, but I put tomatoes. This one right here is for the movie The Lighthouse. That's why you see the white bird in the corner to kind of portray the seagulls in the movie. Just another A24 film. I'm actually shocked they put carnival items in the new Animal Crossing update, but I took it to my advantage and decided to put the movie Us. That's why you see the ballet shoes. I feel like a lot of people did put like a Disney area on their island as well, so I think I'm gonna see a whole bunch of Disney theme parks in the next few tours I do. A lot of this area is Pixar related. That's why you see the lamp and the little ball. And right behind me, you also see Dory and Marlin for the movie Finding Nemo. You also see a whole bunch of books and toys and cowboy boots, which indicates or refers to the movie Toy Story. As we move through the little seashell area, you can see a reference for the Little Mermaid. That's why you see jewelry and little trinkets as well. Like every other Animal Crossing island, I also do have an arcade. I kind of wanted to somehow incorporate the arcade with Pizza Planet just because I had Toy Story on the very bottom. I just don't know how yet. We'll see. We might change in the future. But in this left side, it's for the movie Wreck-It Ralph. That's why you see the race car and the ice cream. I know it's supposed to be candy, but the gumball machine just didn't work in that area. Don't mind me. It's just another horror movie. I decided to put it in my island. That's why you see the balloon and the rain hat. I don't know. I'm not that scared of it. I don't find him scary at all, especially when I watch It Too. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think about the movie. I'm just gonna show you my little dog area because I wanted to showcase the one and only coprolite. Did you guys know that this fossil is supposed to be poop? I looked it up and I just had to put it in my dog park. I also put a little food area too, so you see McDonald's and tacos. But if you just kind of look at the taco area, and if you move the camera a little bit, this is a reference to Nacho Libre. That's why he's right next to the boxing ring. I did put another Ghostface reference for the movie Scream. That's why you see the telephone on the floor. It's just a reference to one of the most iconic scenes in the Scream series.
What? Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your...
It was such a coincidence when I started recording this area because Eugene is right here, and when I first saw Eugene, I literally thought he was Mickey Mouse in my Animal Crossing island. But anyway, this castle is a representation for the Disney castle opening for every Disney movie. And if you just kind of move on over to the very top, this is a reference to the movie Fantasia, which plays a huge role in every Disney theme park altogether. I also absolutely loved the TV show Glee. I know I didn't put a lot of TV references in my island, but I saw these pieces of clothing and it just reminded me of the warblers and the cheerleaders in the TV show Glee. When we move up, that right here is one of the newest additions to my Animal Crossing island. When I saw the little game show thing, I just instantly thought Slumdog Millionaire, and I don't know, I feel like not many people remember this movie, and I thought that movie was absolutely great. I believe that's all I have in terms of main movie sets on my island, but maybe I could just give you guys a quick tour of what else I have on my island. Let me just fast forward through this part real quick. Hold on. Alright, back. But I decided to add a 7-Eleven because some of the new items just kind of reminded me of the 7-Eleven in Japan. They have like really bomb food in there versus what we have here in the USA. So funny. Now that I'm recording a voiceover of my Animal Crossing island, I think recorded this like last week, but I realized how many new things I've changed on my island as well. So maybe I might do another updated video in the next few months. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Because of all the new items, I want to redesign a few parts of my home, but let me show you the back part of my home. I kind of have a small bit of a reference to the movie Iron Man. As you can see in the very back, you see the Iron Man quote-unquote outfit. Would you say outfit? It looks like a fat Iron Man, honestly. But this is my favorite room. It's all galaxy themed. I also did put a wheelchair in here too. I might even change this to Guardians of the Galaxy / X-Men / Iron Man. Who knows? We'll see. I kind of want to redecorate a huge part of my house, especially the living room. I want to kind of change it into maybe a skate park or a skate room, skate shop type of thing, because I do have a few favorite skate movies and I could probably put frames of the movies in the living room there. We'll see though. I don't know how much motivation I have to change on my island. It just kind of depends on what I get every day that I log on to Animal Crossing. I believe the right side of my house is the one that I changed the most, because I used to have the Beauty and the Beast / Sleeping Beauty reference here, but I got inspired by someone who kind of decorated their room similar to this. Obviously, it's not really the exact same thing, but it's similar to it. I just really love this color scheme. Honestly, I just kind of wish that I had the talent of decorating in my Animal Crossing island as I do in real life, because I really suck at it. That's the reason why I made my entire island a movie island, because I had no idea where to go with it. This is my favorite room because it's the kitchen. Food is life. And of course, let me take you to the room that all my visitors are afraid of, the basement. Okay, because of my love for horror movies and a whole bunch of dark stuff, this is the only reason why I have my basement like this. I tried to make it in reference to the movie Hell House LLC, which is kind of like a found footage movie. That's the reason why I put a video camera there. But I also put a Ouija board because I feel like a lot of horror movies in general take place in the basement. Like all the weird rituals and all the stuff that they find that's all weird, it's always in the basement. And I kind of try to make this kind of like the haunted part of my home. Visit me if you dare. Okay, I'm done. That concludes the tour of my island. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully, actually, you guys were able to visit my Animal Crossing island before you watched this video. That way you could have made your guesses. I know some of the references aren't very straightforward. I tried my best, or I did my best. I'm a huge film fanatic. That's the only reason why I made my island the way it is. I hope you guys enjoyed the tour. Thank you again for clicking on the video and just showing interest in understanding or seeing what I have on my island. Please give me a like, comment, subscribe. I'm live on Twitch. I try to be a little bit more active on YouTube, and You'll see a whole bunch of my Twitch highlights. I don't do all Animal Crossing, mainly Dead by Daylight though, but I do a lot of variety games, and hopefully I can catch you on stream sometime. I also did include my dream code in my description below, and I guess this is adios, right? End of the tour? Thank you. Thank you. Oh my gosh, Eugene's here too. I guess he wants to say bye too. Anyway, if you can, please hit the like button and subscribe, and hopefully I get to catch you live on Twitch. See you guys. Peace.